All right, checking out tract 11 at the Muleshoe Project. We're looking west, property on the left side of the county road. Spinning around, looking east, property on the right side of the county road. You can see the power directly on the property. It looks like either phone or cable as well, running with that power line. Gorgeous tract. Pretty unusual for us to have a tract not only close to public land, which is the Muleshoe Conservation Area, but this has direct county road frontage. This has power literally on site, including at least one pole directly on the property. So in that situation,
It's 9:15.
like to be a very minimal cost to get power onto the property, as far as getting a meter and whatnot, because there's even a pole already there. So they just put a transformer on that existing pole, put a meter on it, and you're good to go. So looking essentially westerly, again, property on the left. If we go up another few feet, you'd see the Muleshoe Conservation Area, which is really only about half a mile away. It's a couple thousand acres of public land that you can use for additional hunting and camping. The Little Niagara River flows right through it. All right, let's check out this property. So flying southerly, and it's a little tough to see from the air, obviously. This is an early spring video, so not all the leaves are out, but quite a few of them, which makes it a little hard to see the ground. There's some kind of small creek bed toward the north side, and I think that's what he's looking for there, he or she, whoever's flying the drone. And then the topo map shows as you get back, so from the county road it slopes down, you've got that creek bed, it slopes back up, and there appears to be a fairly large level area, maybe 300 feet back into the property. And I think that's what we're looking at right now. We're flying southerly over that level area, because then it slopes down again and you can see that valley coming up. So we're essentially flying southerly right down the middle of the property. Windy day, you see those trees moving and grooving. All kinds of different species of tree out here. Mostly hardwood, but there are some really cool cedar trees on this property as well that we could see on the aerial video. So now we're looking for, I'm sure, the little creek bed toward the middle. There it is, off to the right. Just saw it. A little glint of water there. Might have to rewind it. So, seasonal creek bed or wet weather creek bed, but you can check out the maps on the listing page. We kind of mapped out where those are, but they essentially are in the valley areas on the property. Still flying southerly, rises back up, and then the southwest corner is probably about the high. I'm sorry, the southeast corner is probably about the highest area on the property. Looking to the south, about a half mile in the distance, you've got the Muleshoe Conservation Area. And as we pan over to the southwest, that meadow you see, the two meadows there in the Muleshoe, you can see the Little Niagara River there to the right of the meadows. Just an awesome situation to have not only your own private tract with access to the conservation land, the public land, but your own private tract with county road frontage, with electric on site. I mean, that just never happens. We're really, really excited about these tracks out here, and this one specifically being one of the ones that does have power directly on site. So now we're looking northerly, but we're pretty high up in the air, so we're only seeing kind of the north half of the property. Now we're coming down. I assume we're going to come back down to about 200 feet and then fly northerly, but we'll see. So if you kind of look at the topo map while you're watching this video, you can tell exactly where we are pretty much on the property by just looking at the valleys and whatnot. Some big, beautiful timber. It's a great mixture of timber out here. I mean, the guys have seen so many different species of trees. Big sycamore trees down by the creek, and sycamore are just gorgeous, just striking trees. They have essentially bright white branches once you get to the upper part, and you really only find them. There's a big sycamore right there to the left of center right now. So that's probably, and there's another one left of that. They have the lighter colored green leaves. They need a good water source, so they tend to grow right next to creeks or rivers. You can see the bright white limbs on the sycamore right at the top of the screen. Just really cool trees. And like I mentioned a moment ago, they need a good water source. So when you see a sycamore, generally a sign that there's water right in that particular area. I'm sure we're looking for the creek bed. We saw that little glint of water, the sun shining off the water as we were heading southerly, but I don't think the drone operator caught that, or they would have gone back and kind of zoomed in on it. Again, they're wet weather creek beds, but they were flowing. The couple times we've been out there, they've been flowing. I'm not sure what we're looking for there. And just kind of checking out the area. Awesome recreational opportunities as far as hunting and camping and hiking and all that good stuff. Of course, fishing and swimming and floating and canoeing in the Little Niagara River. It's a beautiful section of river. It's generally very clear. Flows northeasterly for a few miles into the Lake of the Ozarks. There's some, looks like more sycamore trees. And that's got to be one of the creek beds. Looks like some water there. Very cool tract. Only about 18 or 20 tracks at the Muleshoe project. So just a small private kind of rural development. Not too far out of Camdenton, which is the main city at the Lake of the Ozarks. A lot of other small towns nearby, and then you got Springfield, Missouri, which is a little over an hour, just say an hour and a half to the south or southwest of the property. Springfield has a good airport. Oh, there's water down in there somewhere. Can kind of see it. I don't think we're gonna get a good shot of it in this drone video. Having the power, of course, is excellent. And in this particular case, it's in our minds pretty much ideal, because not only is the power there and available, but it's at that north side of the property right by the county road where you wouldn't be building anyway. So you don't have a massive power line dissecting your property right down the center, which we do see sometimes, and that's certainly not the end of the world, but in this case it's not an issue. So looking easterly, property on the right. Excellent tract. Give us a call if you have any questions. Send us an email. If this tract is available, you'll see it on the website. But certainly feel free to call us and we can chat about any property that's available, or just about the Ozarks.